Good morning. Welcome everybody. Welcome to my channel. My name is Chrissy and today I'm going to be giving you a prediction reading for the 7th of June. Oh, welcome everyone. I am here with my doggos. I've got Sprocket here sleeping and Sophie is here sleeping. Bit of snoring going on today, guys. It's raining outside, so we've had to come and shoot inside. As you know, my daughter does homeschooling, so I've snuck into her bedroom. Hence the cat everything cat, pretty much. She loves cats, my daughter, but she's allergic to cats. Go figure. That's the one thing she's allergic to. How does that work, guys? It's pretty funny, isn't it? Welcome anybody new to my channel too. Please consider subscribing. Lovely to have you here. We build a community of people who share what's going on in their countries, because we often don't get to see it on mainstream media. I know YouTube's playing around with my comments again, guys. They're taking a lot of them. You guys have been saying that, and they have been making it really hard for me to load videos again. It's very frustrating, but we keep pushing through. Nonetheless, guys, I've got a little bit of admin. I haven't got a lot, guys, just a little bit. Europe and Canada, apparently there's dropping the interest rate rises a little bit. I did say we might get a bit of trickery in Europe. Well, I'm thinking that could be it, and in Canada as well, just to get people to back off from rising up. You guys have a higher interest rate than us. I think you're on about 6%. We're only on like 4%, so ours are going to go up. So obviously we're all meeting halfway. I'm guessing we'll all be around 5 soon. Cheers, everyone. I've got my cup of tea. The other thing is we've got D-Day. We've got everyone coming together, celebrating the D-Day, veterans, etc. We had Macron. Chucky was there with Camilla, and we had Biden. Now, did you hear what Biden was saying, guys? Oh my goodness. If it was the real Biden, or if not, it was the doppelganger. We're not going to give in to bullies. Yeah, that's what he said, and bow down to dictators. Yes, that is what came out of his mouth, guys. Unbelievable, isn't it? It was in Normandy, that's where it was. And Chucky looked pretty good. For someone who's gone through the big C, we do have a lot of questions, guys, as to why he just looks so normal. Anyway, what can we say there, guys? So, America's not going to give in to bullies and bow down to dictators, apparently. Oh. Honestly, guys, can't make this shit up. As the world's being bloody taken down by dictators. I don't get it. Oh, actually, there's one more thing too, guys, that I just wanted to talk about. Thanks for all your wonderful comments. You guys are hilarious. You do make me laugh. I do get your comments eventually. Taffy, you were letting me know, you were following up about the fundraising. I actually thought of something the other day too that came to me. You were talking about a jazz bar that had closed down in Scotland, and they managed to raise enough money to open up again. And this could be right. This could be, the fundraising could be to save a lot of small businesses, etc. I thought that was a good point, Taffy. Thanks for letting us know that. Because these are other avenues where the people in those towns, for example, might fundraise to keep something alive. Because people want their old lives. They don't want everything destroyed. Anyway. Oh, energy, guys. Sorry, it's just exhausting. All right, I'll close my eyes, guys. We'll get straight into the reading and we'll see what comes up. I am getting Germany still in their upper energy when it comes to fighting back against government. They're helping the frequency to raise a lot. I'm still getting that for Germany. Staying in their strength and power, but also having an impact on the rest of the world as well, I'm getting for Germany. I'm still getting that song by The Clash, London's Calling on the Rest of the World. I am getting that. London's calling more people to stand up globally. I think you've got another protest in London, haven't you? On 27th, I think. And they're calling for other countries to do the same. Boycott all this garbage it's currently rolling out. So I'm getting that song still for London. I'm still seeing a lot of the plasticine protests backing off. Like, it's so interesting, isn't it, guys? These governments, they keep saying they don't want division and all of that, and yet they encourage it by not closing down. Oh, guys. People are sick of it because people are seeing the truth now. They're seeing what's happening here. That none of this, none of these, what would you call them? Well, we'll just keep calling them plasticine protests and counter protests and all this, are not being shut down. They're just being allowed to go ahead. And it's making the Jews uncomfortable. We know that. So you've got this situation of mass division, and this is happening globally, guys. And, of course, nothing being done. Funny that, isn't it, guys? All right, let's keep going. Oh, my God. People have had enough, guys. Oh, people have had enough. Because people are, like, this is the little people, peasants and Lego people, they're just feeling so frustrated now. Like, this can't be happening to our lives. We're being taken down to nothing. The world's falling apart, basically. And it feels like we're living in hell on earth. That's what a lot of people are feeling now. We're living in hell on earth. Like, why aren't these leaders cutting us a break? Why aren't they helping us? Why aren't they making changes? Yeah, we know why. Don't worry, they'll figure it out soon, guys. Getting Colombia again. Oh, I'm getting Colombia, and I'm getting that the Crims over there play a big part within government as well. I feel like the Crims over in Colombia pull the strings a little bit. I don't think that'd be a surprise for anybody. The corruption's really bad in Colombia. The corruption's very bad in the government. They get a lot of payouts to protect the big drug lords, big wigs. I'm just getting that for Colombia. There's a lot happening. I keep getting Colombia, don't I? I just keep getting things are going to turn ugly there. I see these killings. I'm just getting these, like, lots of killings of people in Colombia. And I keep seeing it, not just a few. It's like lining up, say, 100 people, shooting them and just pushing them into the graves or rolling them into these graves. I'm getting that in Colombia. I'm sure that goes on anyway. But this might be discovered. I keep getting it. But the government protects these real bad guys in Colombia. There's all the corruption. Unreal. All right. I keep getting France will be quiet for now. I did predict there'd be some sort of terrorist act there, and I think it's already happened. One of you were letting me know that actually happened. Sorry, I've gone blank now who did, but thank you for that. You let me know that someone had been arrested for terror threats and all this stuff, so all big drama, just to keep everybody settled so no one steps up and out of line in France. It's very important now. Macron's got to keep this ship under control, so I am getting that. But watch this space for after the games, guys. I keep saying that for France. All right. I'm getting that these leaders globally are like spying on each other. They're secretly kind of watching what each other's doing. Not literally, but they are kind of keeping an ear out, keeping an eye out. To see how these things are going in other countries. For example, Chris Luxon will be watching what's happening in England, or Elba will be watching what's happening in Canada. These kind of things. They're all observing each other because we know they're all doing different things at different times. I think it was even the emissions talk in Scotland, wasn't it? The EV zones, electric vehicle zones, or low emission zones, that's it. So they're keeping an eye on how things are progressing around the world. No, not progressing with the little people, but progressing on their own agenda, the leaders. All right. And I keep getting it. Things aren't being received with open arms. People aren't going, oh, great, the Great Reset. Let's go with it. This sounds like a fantastic idea. Not happening, guys. People don't think it's a fantastic idea. And remember, what you got to remember, guys, is most people didn't know this was even an idea. So when they hear about the idea of going down the road of communism, it's not going down so well. Yes, people aren't rapt about their lives being taken from them, the rug being pulled out from underneath them and just told now you're living in communist panda, basically. People don't like it, guys. This is globally. That's what's causing the vibrational rise up. It's happening, guys. It is. We know it is in London. Fingers for China. All right. No, we're still going to get global boiling, global warming. I know a lot of you guys are still getting cold weather in the UK, etc. You're still getting this geoengineered weather, lots of rain. Oh my God, people can't take that grey skies and rain anymore. It becomes very depressing. It's like after winter, even here, people, they call it like cabin fever, where you've just been cooped up in your house for too long and you need that vitamin D and sunshine and a bit of joy to be outside in nature and that. And when it's raining constantly and it's cold and dreary and bleak, you don't want to go outside. So people are starting to go a little bit loopy, but they're going to still keep pushing these global boiling, global warming. I keep getting it, guys. But it could be that they're using old footage. We talk about that a lot here too. They do the trickery. They plant the seeds and then poof, suddenly everything becomes super hot in the most extreme weather you've ever had in your whole life. They could tell people anything. You know, you get a hot day and they can tell you it's this massive heat wave and it's abnormal and, oh my goodness, we know how it goes. All right, so you're going to still hear more about it. Global warming, global boiling. And remember, my videos are for entertainment purposes only, guys, so take from them what you choose. Check me out on Rumble as well, guys. I'm over there. Because some of these things could be coming into the future. So remember, you've only just hit summer now, a lot of you guys. So you're going to start to feel things warming up very quickly, mind you. All right. I'm getting this song, it's kind of like, do you remember? So I'm getting that Michael Jackson song, do you remember the time we fell in love? I think it's an Egyptian film clip. Do you remember the time when we first met? And then I'm getting this other song. Hang on, it's gone from my mind. Oh, I can't think, hang on. And what they're giving to me is remember when life was kind of simple. They're kind of showing me visuals of like Stranger Things when the kids were out on their bikes having fun and trying to solve mysteries. And like they're sort of getting back to this as kids, how life has just changed so much. Like, do you remember? Oh, I'm just going to, they just keep saying, do you remember? And they're showing me bikes with like the sissy bars and the big handles and the flower baskets on the front and kids just having fun on their bikes on the weekends and just doing simple things. Just remember. I'm getting that. Hang on a minute. Oh, I can't get that song out of my head, the Michael Jackson one. But I'm just getting that. Life was so simple then. And I'm getting this song. Could it be that life was all so simple then? That's out of Evergreen. Or is time rewritten every time? If we had the chance to do it all again. Oh, that's The Way We Were. Sorry, not Evergreen. The Way We Were. I'm getting that song. The Way We Were. See, to me, this is all over. Everything that was the past is gone. I think we all know that. We all get the image here of the old life, driving past in the hearse and disappearing down the road. I've said that for a couple of years now. All those old memories are gone. It's all stuff of the past. And I think we all know that here on my channel as Awake Beings. We all know that the memories have floated away and disappeared. But other people waking up now are realizing that everything has changed. Life was so simple then. And it's funny because now life is so complicated. Nothing's simple. Nothing's simple. You always have to have apps on your phone to do this banking or that banking. To do anything now, you've got to bip in. It's just, the world's getting just far too complicated, isn't it, guys? Basically, that's what the guides are kind of saying. Life was simple when we used to ride bikes, have fun. Just get out and throw a ball around on the weekends. Like, that just doesn't happen anymore. Unless your kid plays sport, it pretty much doesn't happen anymore. So I'm getting that song, The Way We Were. Oh, it's all changing. Oh, it's all over, guys. The way we were. It's kind of sad. It's kind of sad, isn't it? I was talking to a guy actually the other day here. He's got a vintage shop that I know. He had one here and then he went to Canberra and I've been to his shop up there. And he was saying, I said, there'll always be vintage stuff. And he said to me, no, because young ones don't seem to want it, which is kind of interesting, guys. My daughter and I really love older things and vintage things, but he reckons young ones, and I sort of thought about it. I thought maybe he's right. Maybe all these things won't have any value to them because they live in a different world, the world of AI and metaverse, don't they, guys? The fake world, we call it, the fake world. Anyway, just off on a tangent. Let's see if there's something else we get, guys. I'm getting that transport systems are really changing now. I really think it's all, well, we know it's all digital anyway, but there's more of this e-tag, tap, tap, tap. Well, we know it's all to do with the tracking and tracing systems, where you're going, where you can't go. I'm just getting more of this, taking the money straight out of your bank account. We've talked about this before around Sydney. There's heaps of tunnels and things, and it just bips off your e-tag card or takes your number plate, sends you a bill. This kind of stuff. It's going to be more and more of these, but it's always big corporate. More of these money-making schemes. This will be globally. More bipping, tapping, money just being taken out of accounts. People lose track of it. It's just a big money-making scheme for like big corporate. That's what I'm getting. There's a lot more of this. Well, it'll be around the low emission zones, the electric vehicle stuff. There's a lot more of this coming. It's going to come really quickly too. And see, people will be none the wiser. They won't be aware of the costs until they probably get their bank statement, nearly have a heart failure at the cost. Oh, I think about that, the tolls people pay around Sydney and that. It must be just overwhelming. To go from one side of the city to the other would cost, I don't even know what it would cost per day. It would cost a fortune. So I reckon they're really working on the decreasing the cars on the road thing, which will decrease the sale of EV cars yet again, guys, I'm guessing. So I'm just getting that there's going to be more money, big money being made on a lot of toll roads globally. That's a big industry if you think about it. Where does all that money go? Do you think? I don't think it gets spent on the roads, that's for sure. Don't we all pay taxes to our council and that to do the roads? So someone's getting a lot of money somewhere, aren't they? Anyway. I'm getting America's fighting for change. They're showing me the Sylvester Stallone movie again, Rocky, but they're showing me like Rocky and Apollo like fighting it out. And it's showing me like one's in the American satin flag kind of shorts. I'm just getting there's a big fight on in America now. Fight for change. There's big fights for change. So they're giving me that image of the boxing ring. People want change. They're fighting for change in America. They want change now. Most people, not all, but majority of people want things to change. They're not happy at all in America. And this is where I see I am seeing stand-ups and fight-backs. So this is good. You want this boxing ring image because it means people are going to stand up and find the fight in them. It's like Rocky Balboa from the Rocky movies. He was this sort of small person that came from the slums kind of thing, lifestyle. and he just got into his own power, and he's the people around him, the suburbs where he was living in, that people started to empower him and help lift him up. And then he became from like a nobody to a somebody. And that's what I'm getting in America. People have sort of been downtrodden that much. They've felt like nobodies, but now they're starting to come into their own strength and power, and being supported by people around them, because there's a lot of other people that are feeling this way. So I'm getting that rocky strength coming in America. Fingers, people fight back. I feel like they're doing it's showing me in America, people doing their training, their boxing, sparring in the ring, getting ready. I feel like this is happening in America. People are getting into their strength now because they want to fight and have change. Oh, fingers. There's prep work going on in America. This is good, guys. It's good. All right. Because we've still got a bit of time between now and I think your vote's in November, isn't it? Still got a bit of time, guys. So people need to really start to have their say pretty soon, I would say, in America, if they want change. So they're doing their practicing. They're getting fit and strong. They're getting stronger. All right. I keep getting these cruise liners. I know it's a big industry and they got really knocked about during CV, but I'm still seeing that cruise liners are going to become unaffordable for the average person. I feel like this is going to become an elite area as well, and they're sure very wealthy, a little bit like Titanic. You're not going to be able to sort of long-term go on these cruise ships. They're going to be just for the wealthy and elites. Because it's just going to purely come down to a cost thing. The average person isn't going to be able to afford to go on cruises, because they're going to make it, I feel, more elite. It's not, the cruises have changed a lot. They're not like the old party ships, you know, the Love Boat and all this kind of thing. Remember that show, The Love Boat? Oh, how funny was that? Well, now I'm just getting, it's more the elite boat. Everything's going to be more upper class, just more fancy. I'm just getting this. I feel like the little party cruise ships is dying out, because people can't afford to do that either. Well, basically people can't afford to do anything, let alone go on a cruise ship. But I feel like they're going to be more catered for the elites as well. This is long term. This isn't like tomorrow or next year. This will be within the next 10 years. There's going to be a lot of change, I feel, around cruises. Cruise liners, more upmarket. That's what I'm getting. Peasants won't be able to really go on the cruise ships unless you're a worker working on them. We know this is what they've always planned, this kind of stuff. It's like going back in time, isn't it, really, if you do think about the classes on the Titanic. Similar kind of concept. All right, I'll see if there's one more thing, guys, and then we'll pull some cards. This is a funny reading today. Sometimes we get funny readings, don't we? All right, hang on. I'm getting Australia, and I'm getting Elbow bidding. Elbow's bidding for, he's bidding for us on the world stage. I don't think it's to do with games. I think it's to do with resources. It's not about, like, Commonwealth Olympic Games or anything like that, I don't think. It's about us winning big contracts. I feel like Elbow's bidding for things to win these big overseas contracts. See, they're caught up with their egos and achieving things all the time. We know Elbow is. He doesn't appear that way, but he's got this real underlying egotistic narcissist tendency. They don't call him Yelbo in Parliament for nothing, because he obviously yells behind closed doors. But I am feeling this. He's bidding. He's bidding. Oh, I'm just getting that. There is a lot going on with Elbow with resources. I keep saying it. It's dealing a lot with mining. He's undermining the little people as well. I am getting that for Australia. He's doing a lot of wheeling and dealing overseas with a lot of companies. And eventually, it keeps saying Australians will find out. They'll get wind of it, and people will not be happy down under. Well, they're not happy now, but they will get wind of it and they won't be happy at all. It's not going to go down well at all, guys. These leaders are just awful. And we have no say in anything, do we? No say. Although we did have a say in the yes-no vote, which I found interesting. Very interesting, guys. But that, as we knew, was about a giant land grab down under. All right, how about we pull some cards, guys? I'm going to pull 2 Oracle of the Unicorns, and then I'm going to read you a little bit of something from Eckhart. Dogs are quiet today. Sprocket's not even snoring. Isn't he quiet? Hardly snoring. Interesting. He had a big spew before, poor Sprocket. He was all worried that he'd get in trouble. He doesn't get in trouble. You know how soft we are with him. I gave him a cuddle and cleaned his mouth up and cleaned it all up. And then he was fine. He knew he was all right. You know how they get all worried when they spew? Compassion. Be gentle with yourself. Forgiveness will set you free. See the light in yourself and others. Oh, look at that. Look at the golden heart in the unicorn. What a magnificent card. Most of us are very compassionate people. That sort of comes along with being an empath and a sensitive anyway. You have a lot of compassion for, well, animals, sometimes people, depending who. But the forgiveness is not about forgiving others. I always say it. I know it gets very confusing, guys. It's about letting go of the past and forgiving yourself for things and also allowing yourself to move forward. See the light in yourself and others. And that's what happens when you awaken. You do start to see your own light and you see the light in others. Sometimes you have to look very hard. Oh, thank you guys for your lovely compliments on how beautiful my violin playing was yesterday. It was so good, I know. My daughter was fine about the string. You just cut it with scissors, it's fine. It's not a big deal, but, you know, I don't think I'll touch her violin again for a while. Magic. Make a wish. Believe in miracles. Magic surrounds you. Oh. What a great card. Magic. We do believe in magic, don't we, guys? We always get that song by Olivia Newton-John. Is it from Xanadu? Have to believe we are magic. Nothing can stand in our way. Ah, make a wish. Believe in miracles. Magic surrounds you. It really does surround us. And magic's so many things. It's not just like, you know, you make a wish. Magic can be what we do here. We do a lot of manifesting. We create things into our life. Like I got the basketball. Some of you got that last week. We kind of create things too. And we see it as magic when we create that vibrational frequency that brings it into our experience. That can be magic. Just looking at the birds in the trees is really magic. Simple things. We talk about so many things here. I'm just going to read you a little bit out of Eckhart Tolle's Awakening to Your Life's Purpose by Eckhart Tolle. This book is so brilliant. There's some videos on YouTube if you want to check it out. I'm just going to read you this little bit, guys. Awakening, it's about. Awakening is a shift in consciousness in which thinking and awareness separate. For most people, it is not an event, but a process they undergo. Even those rare beings who experience a sudden, dramatic, and seemingly irreversible awakening will still go through a process in which the new state of consciousness gradually flows into and transforms everything they do and so becomes integrated into their lives. Instead of being lost in your thinking, when you are awake, you recognize yourself as the awareness behind it. Thinking then ceases to be a self-serving, autonomous activity that takes possession of you and runs your life. Awareness takes over from thinking. Instead of being in charge of your life, thinking becomes the servant of awareness. Awareness is conscious connection with universal intelligence. Another word for it is presence, consciousness without thought. And I think that's right. You become, put my daughter's fan on. It's a universal intelligence. And that's what we have, guys. After you awaken, your sensitivities open up. You have an awareness of the people, the environment, the things going on around you. It's like, you know, it's almost to me like when people have blinkers on, like a horse's blinkers. You know how they put those blinkers on the horses? It's like you sort of go through life like this and then you awaken and the blinkers come off. and you can see all of this, and you can hear all of this. You just, your whole world opens up, doesn't it, during the awakening? It's quite incredible, really, guys. It really is. So go check out that book. It's absolutely brilliant. How far ahead of his time was Eckhart Tolle? He's unbelievable. All right, let's see if there's one more thing. I'm getting this song. Time keeps on slipping, slipping into the future. Do, 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 do. I wish it had slip into the future a bit faster. It's getting faster, the awakening, but we need it to slip a bit further. I'm getting that song. All right, and I'm getting... Oh, they're trying to give me this song from the 60s. Hang on a minute. Oh, I can hear it in my head. I'm just trying to get to the chorus of it. Why don't you come with me, little girl? Oh, on the magic carpet ride. Is that what the song's called? On a magic carpet ride. We got that the other day. Remember we were talking about the magic carpet ride? The flying carpet? The magic carpet. That's interesting. Why don't you come with me, little girl, on a magic carpet ride? Is that what's the song called? They played that song on the soundtrack of The Dish, which was around the moon landing. The movie The Dish. The Dish is in parks. The satellite dish. Why don't you come with me, little girl, on a magic carpet ride? I'm sure it's on a magic carpet ride, isn't it? Go, tired girl. Go inside, girl. Oh, I can't think of it. Anyway, they're trying to give me that. Sorry, guys. Sometimes I can get to them. Sometimes I can't. Let me see if there's one more thing. Oh, they're giving me all these songs from The Dish. Hang on. See if I can get this one. Oh, I can't get that one out of my head now. Hang on a minute. Oh, God, I can't get it. They're making me so confused. They keep showing me driving past, like, The Dish and all these, like, there's a lot of, like, grassy fields around it because I've actually been there. And they keep showing me, because I think I was playing The Dish when I went and visited parks. This was years ago. Hang on a minute. Let's see if I can't get something. Oh, my God, my poor brain. No, I can't. I've got to clear the slate. They're just making me confused. Hang on. I'm getting this song. I promise you a miracle. Da-da-dun-dun-dun-dun. Beauty things and beauty queens. Da-da-dun-dun-dun-dun. Promises, promises. Da-da-dun-dun-dun-dun. Can't spend the daybreak wondering she was. I don't know who sings it. I'm getting that. Oh, it should be like, yeah, make your promises, Elbow, and never carry them through. That's probably what that's about. All these leaders making false promises. I'm getting that song, Promises. All right, let me see if there's one more thing, guys. Oh, they're giving me that Goytier song. I'm going to finish with that today. I think it's Goyte, Goytier. You've probably heard of him. I've given you a few songs of his before. He's an Aussie musician. Now you're just somebody that I used to know, somebody. Meaning us. When you awaken, you look back at your old self, whether you look back at photos or whatever, and you're just somebody that you used to know because you're not the same person. Once you wake up, You are not the same person, guys. It's like there's like one part of you and then there's this other part of you. Like one part's the caterpillar and then the other part's the butterfly. So I'm going to leave you with that song today. Now You're Just Somebody That I Used to Know by Goitier. Go and listen to it. It's a great song. You'll really enjoy it. All right, I'm going to say goodbye from Australia. Bye from me and the doggos. Bye from Sprocket. Bye from Sophie. You going to say goodbye, Soph? Oh, sorry, the hand's in the way. No one's doing anything. The rain makes them so tired, guys. All right, I'll come and chat to you over the weekend. Thanks for all your support with my channel, guys. You're brilliant. Hit the like buttons. Consider subscribing. Lovely to have you here. Oh, take care. Please comment. Fingers I get your comments. Who knows? Could be 9 months down the track. We know that's happened many times. All right, I'll say goodbye from Australia and I'll talk to you very soon. Take care, everybody. Bye.